I went on a carnivore diet to reverse autoimmunity, but there were so many more surprising benefits to going carnivore. Let's talk about this in today's video. Welcome back to my channel. I am Sylvia and I'm a carnivore diet coach. Let's start with the embarrassing one. Let's get it out of the way. That's farting. When you go on the carnivore diet, you practically stop passing gas. It's all that fibers that you stop consuming, and most of us believe that fiber is necessary for the good digestion. And when you go on the carnivore diet, you learn that just the opposite is true. You actually don't need any of that fiber. The meat and the animal fats that you are eating digest perfectly, and all the fiber that you used to think you needed for digestion just doesn't cause all that bloating, belching, passing of gas and burping. It's just all quiet and smooth on the digestion side when you go on the carnivore diet. And for those of you that are new to my channel, along with the rheumatoid arthritis, I also had a really bad case of constipation, which I was fighting most of my adult life. And then I went on the carnivore diet and it all got resolved within 10 days. By the way, it's a good time to mention that you should subscribe to my channel, get on my mailing list, and check out my website. The change was so profound that when I got pregnant the first time, I was on a low carbohydrate diet, and during pregnancy I still had a terrible constipation, and postpartum same thing, breastfeeding same thing. Then I got on the carnivore diet, constipation resolved, and I got pregnant. And guess what? The second pregnancy, being on a carnivore diet, I had no constipation, which is considered normal when you are pregnant and being constipated. Not when you're on the carnivore diet. Now, towards the end of the pregnancy, I added fruit because my baby was moving too fast, too much, wasn't staying in the place he was supposed to stay. So I ate a bit of fruit to help him grow and stop moving, which worked, by the way. But I was paranoid, thinking that the constipation will come back. But no, even with the introduction of fruit fiber, constipation didn't come back. It seems that removing of fiber from your diet can permanently change your gut microbiome, and even if you bring back some fiber, you will still be okay as far as constipation goes. Graying of hair. Many people report that the gray hair just reversed. That's another unusual and surprising benefits of being on the carnivore diet. I still have a few gray hair. They didn't reverse. I'm on the carnivore diet for the last 5 years with some modifications here and there because I was pregnant and breastfeeding. And the interesting thing in my case is they're just not progressing. So I have a few gray hair. I can pluck them, but they always come back. But there's no more. They're just, I don't add more gray hair, which is also pretty neat. But a lot of people in the carnivore community will report that they used to have lots of gray hair and the gray hair just reversed. Another surprising benefit of the carnivore diet is that your palate changes. The things that you thought you couldn't live without, all of a sudden they don't taste this good anymore. It takes about a few weeks of the carnivore diet. I used to be such a fanatic for tea. Herbal teas, black teas with flavor, with jasmine, with this fruit, with that herb, green tea leaves, aged this many days, maybe fresh green tea, like you name it, I was drinking it. I would have like 8 to 10 teas a day. And now I can't stand tea. My favorite tea, go-to tea, was a black tea, nothing in it, just dark black tea, no sugar, no nothing in it. And I can't imagine drinking it again. Just not a tasty idea anymore. Another thing I discovered, and that happened only by going on the carnivore diet, was that it reverses chronic adrenal fatigue or adrenal burnout. I didn't even know I had it. In my case, it manifested with this extreme tiredness and sleepiness and fatigue post-workout. And I used to be a gym rat. 5 times a week I was in the gym working out hard. Not to mention that I had a hard time building muscle, which is also no longer the case. But after the workout, I was so exhausted. I would have to take a nap, and if I worked out in the morning, I was just sluggish for the rest of the day, and I was battling it with just more and coffee. And that went away when I went on a carnivore diet. Just a few weeks on the carnivore diet, I went to the gym, I worked out, and had zero fatigue post-workout. Just went about my day. And this adrenal fatigue never came back. Increased mental clarity is another benefit of going on the carnivore diet. It doesn't happen right away. Sometimes the transition period is a little bit longer than what you expected, or the testimonials that you hear on the internet, but eventually you will start noticing that your mentation is a lot sharper, you think better, you think more clearly, you're faster with your responses and reaction times, and that sluggishness in the afternoon goes away as well, especially post-lunch. Particularly if you have that, nice meaty lunch with no carbs in them, no afternoon slump. And let's talk about all those body aches that miraculously show up the day you turn 40. And then you start noticing that you're not as rested when you wake up. You tell yourself that you slept on the wrong side. You overstretch your neck muscles, and then you tell this to your friends and they tell you, oh no, you're just aging. That's how it's going to be going forward. Actually, no. If you go on the carnivore diet, or all those body aches associated with aging, just the way it is once you turn 40, it goes away when you're on a carnivore diet. It takes a few weeks, but you start noticing the difference. Another amazing benefit of the carnivore diet is that you will lose weight exactly how much you want it to be. And in some cases, I'll be fighting to keep the weight on, because it will be just coming off. That was the case with me. So most of my life I was into health and exercise, healthy diet, healthy habits. I was never eating processed foods, and yet I had to be laser focused in the gym 5 days a week to achieve the weight loss exactly where I wanted it to be. And as soon as I took off the foot off the gas, the 10-15 pounds would come back. So I would focus for 2 months, got where I needed to be, and then the weight would come back. And I was always, I still have those 10 pounds to lose. It's not like that when you go on the carnivore diet. The weight loss happens whether you exercise or not. You stay consistent with the carnivore diet, you will lose this last 10-15 pounds. Just give it a little bit more time. And if it's not happening as fast as you would like to, go into ketosis and you will lose tons of weight. So most of the time I was 140 pounds, and now I am 128 to 130 pounds. I wasn't like this even in my 20s. When I started on a healthy lifestyle, I was about 23. Well, healthy lifestyle, what I thought then it was, and I was wearing a size 16. Now I am 45, officially in the perimenopause, 2 kids later, and I wear size 0 to 2, and my weight is 128 pounds to 130 pounds. No effort in the gym, no effort with zooming in on my meals, just eating to satiety, carnivore diet. All right, so this will do it for this week's video. What are some of the benefits that you noticed that I didn't list in this video? Put them in the comments section. If you haven't yet subscribed, hit that notification bell. Send this to anybody that is on the fence with the carnivore diet. They will notice tons of benefits, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.